Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Spring and I'm going to be walking you through preparing you for the Algebra 1 state test and the end of November. And Mr. Miller and Mr. Spees are going to play videos of me going over some examples typically and be walking around to help you to complete the practice. Today though, I want you to first join the Google Classroom and we're just going to get you all set up and familiar with the calculator. So please, if you need to pause the video while the students join the Google Classroom, the code is up there on the screen, and it's also at the top of the first page in the handout under Google Classroom. Once everyone has joined it, please click on the Classwork tab. This is the best view of this Google Classroom and the resources I have posted there. Don't look on the stream. If you look in the Classwork tab, you'll see it organized by topic. And here you're going to see all the handouts that are in the packet, along with some help videos and some other resources. What I want everyone to do now, though, is to open up the calculator. There's a post that says, use this, not your phone. If you open that, click on the link. You might want to bookmark this link on your Chromebook for easy access, and so you don't have to always go open this post. This is the calculator that you're going to have access to on the state test. A lot of the topics we're going to be covering over the next month, I'm going to be showing you different tricks you can use this calculator with to quickly come up with the answer. Once you open the calculator, if you scroll down to the bottom left, you're going to see an option to click to view the keypad. Click on that button and then you should see all the other buttons that are available to you. You can use this keypad or you can use your keyboard to type things into the graphing calculator. Pause the video, make sure everybody has the calculator open. On your handout, again, the first page in your packet, I have a table that shows you some of those common functions on the calculator, how to enter fractions by just clicking divide, exponents, and roots. Typically in these videos, I'm just going to go over a couple of examples and then you're going to have the rest of the class to do the practice on the back of the worksheet on your own. But today, I want to make sure that you are familiar with the calculator, so I'm going to talk through these practice problems one by one and give you some tips. But let me point out, the practice I always give you, it's always on the handout, so you can go through and answer the questions first, but it's important that you then enter your answers into quizzes using the code that I give you. That's going to show you if your answers are right or wrong and give you some feedback. So let's quickly talk about a couple things with these problems. This one here, the first question, what button do you think I would push in order to enter that square, that little 2, the exponent of 2? This button right here, this one has an exponent of 2. So if you want to try it, this is what you would enter. 2/5 is 2 divided by 5. Then hit the multiplication button. And then 11 with that exponent of 2 button. Then it's going to tell you the answer. If you do that, write down your answer on your worksheet. Now let's look at the next one. What do you do if the exponent is not 2? If it's 7, what button do you think I push for that? You're going to hit this one here. This has an exponent, but it calls it b. You can put any number in as the exponent when you click that button. Now, since there's multiple things in the numerator, what you want to do when you enter this in is you want to cup this in parentheses. You want to say 3 times 4 to the 7th power, and then all of that divided by 22. So I've put up here in the top right how that could be entered into the calculator. Do that and write down your answer on your worksheet. Moving on to the next one. What button do you push for the square root? This is the square root of 15 to the third power. It doesn't look as long, but it's right here. This is the square root button. So you hit that first and then enter 15 to the third power. These are the steps you would follow. The square root of 15, since your exponent isn't 2, you have to press this one and make that exponent a 3. How about this one? What if it's a square root symbol? You recognize that symbol, but there's a little number out here at 5. What do I do to enter this? If you don't see that button here, there's a hidden place, a secret place where we have some extra buttons. If you click Function and you go to the Miscellaneous tab, you're going to see it right here. It's a square root symbol, but then they put a little N on the outside. You can change that N to any number. So you click that button, and then you click where that N is and change it to a 5. Finally, let's look at this previous state test question. It wants to know which of these expressions are equivalent to 16 to the 5/2 power. Now 16 to the 5/2 power, that looks a little different. It has an exponent, and the exponent is a fraction. But you can do that. Put 16 with the exponent button, and then when you click up in the exponent area, put the fraction 5 divided by 2. See what that equals. If you see what that equals, they want to know which of these also equals that number. So you want to put each of these into your calculator and see what they equal. See which one equals the same thing as this, is equivalent to this. All right, I hope that's helpful. I want you now to go to the quizzes, enter in your answers to each of those problems, see if they're right, and if not, be sure to look at the feedback and ask Mr. Spees or Mr. Miller questions when you have them.